And in addition to being the producer of the film you're about to see, he is also known as the father of fame. Please welcome David De Silva. Now, in speaking with you just for a few minutes, I can tell you're incredibly modest about your achievement, but I want to hear a little bit about how the idea of fame came to be.
Fame was a musical that was waiting to happen. This is a school where kids from all the boroughs audition because of their talent to sing, dance, act, and so that makes it organically musical. It's organically musical. So this is pre-Glee.
Pre-high school musical as well. For those who are uninitiated, what school is Fame supposed to take place in?
Fame takes place when we made the movie in 1979.
Don't mess up.
It was music and art and performance. We're celebrating. It was music and art and performing arts. But just a little here, when we were shooting the movie, they wouldn't let us shoot the movie at the Performing Arts School, which is now a landmark building, because they wanted approval of the script, and our director, Alan Parker, wouldn't give his approval to let them have the approval of the script. So we wound up, when you see the movie, the kids are coming out of St. Mary's across the street. They're not coming out of, I don't want to spoil the movie, but they're coming out of St. Mary's, not the Performing Arts School. Just a little incidental.
And was the film always called Fame?
No, it wasn't. Originally it was called Hot Lunch. Hey! And the reason it was called Hot Lunch was because lunchtime in performing arts, you had kids who were working on scenes, kids who were singing, kids playing musical instruments. So it was crazy. So Hot Lunch. But when we were in the middle of making the movie, we heard that from MGM that we couldn't use the title Hot Lunch because there was a pornographic movie called Hot Lunch that they were threatening to sue us. So we had to change the title, which we didn't want to do. But this was a lucky thing. So that's how Fame came about. Otherwise, we would have been called Hot Lunch.
And the star of that movie happened to have the same name as the director of your film. Yes.
So in the pornographic movie, you remember this, the pornographic movie of Hot Lunch was starring Al Parker, which was no connection to us, but very confusing.
So fate intervened. Now, the film was really only the beginning. So I'd like you to talk a little bit about how has Fame evolved over the 40 some odd years since you initiated the project?
Yes, well, it started as a movie, which is being presented tonight, and it became a TV series, which was very successful all over the world, and then it became a stage musical, which is still very successful all over the world. So it's the only show that has been successful in all three mediums. So that's very special.
And I hear that schools are still involved in what you are doing. Can you describe how that works?
Yes. Now the most popular version of Fame in the theater is called Fame Junior, and this is hundreds of productions of Fame for middle schools from age 10 to 14. Hundreds of productions. FAME Jr. So this is great. It's a new generation.
And so I hear if you go online, you'll on the social network, social media, you'll see.
Yeah, you can see on YouTube
so,
now. This is the new moving image.
When you're finished Googling hot lunch, you should check out FAME Jr. But in the meantime, I want to thank you, David De Silva, for being with us tonight. I want to thank you for being here, and really, hopefully, you'll come every single night for the rest of the festival. But you're really in for a treat, and I want to thank you, and thank you for being here.
And I want to thank everybody from alumni and friends. Some of them were 15, 16 years old when we made the movie, and now they're 50-something. So, wow! What a celebration.
Wonderful. So, we have a question from the Peanut Gallery. Yes. So where is Alan Parker?
Parker lives in London. He lives in England. FAME was the first American movie that he made, but he's based in England.
And of course, he was known for directing the film Midnight Express. And Bugsy Malone. And since then, Pink Floyd's The Wall, Angel Heart, The Commitments, Mississippi Burning.
You've done your homework.
And I do work at the Museum of the Moving Image. But this film really brought him, into American filmmaking, since Midnight Express, a very different movie. And from what I hear, you were the one who decided to go with this unconventional directing choice.
Yeah.
So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the fans. David, it's a pleasure meeting you.
All right, let's hear once again for Carl Goodman, Executive Director of the Museum of the Moving Image, and the producer of the movie FAME, David De Silva. And I love how Carl mentioned that the movie started, the emanation, over